Conlan was brilliant, Leigh Wood was brilliant, the atmosphere was brilliant, and like I said, hopefully Michael Conlan's okay and can enjoy what was just an incredible night. Over to the floor for questions.
He just probably could have had a worse start really, just when knocked down the first round, but he seemed just take it, kind of get a football in the fourth round, straight in, get a one-out round, and that's it.
Start do the game plan, start going what we worked on. I got jumping into down at the top. It's Somerton when it's such a approach to be. Then in the fire I said, I flashed up down and I got shot on the floor, right? But he said, no, you're in that. Honestly, I thought it was just a flash up down there. I had to
So actually the last round you probably would not pick away from this, so
I knew it was close, yeah, I had to really
that's two finishes in a row, 12 for a knock, so you definitely do finish it.
yeah, dispensation. One of the switches in the division. I need to watch it back.
I think first off, congratulations on the best fight for where many of us have seen this run. It's an incredible amount of credit. Saw you with a lot of body shots in there. How much did that take out of you? Did it look like was he down low because he kept the dig out, digging it? Was there a concern there that you know, could get into it?
I'm a tough kid. We knew Matt was a big player, so he's a very good player. I think the time I spent at Leigh Wood gym for over 10 years, what he's put on every single time, I managed to sit them up and carry on my gun. He did hurt me with like 8 body shots, really good timing. And I caught him a body shot one round, and that's really, he wins if you're a combination player, so he's a tough kid as well.
Question was with Ben, and then how proud of him with a lot of adversity. He was going for a lot of pressure fighting in his home city, with financial pressure all the time. He proved that unbelievable heart, incredible courage, and you managed to get that victory.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the pressure. I'm very good with the pressure. He's a very cool, calm, collected guy. But one thing for me, take boxing is one human being I've ever met. I said going into this that every blood, sweat, and tear, both guys have shed in this book right, led to this moment. And trust me when I say I worked a lot to qualify. He deserves it.
Question for Eddie, off the back of that performance, what next for Leigh Wood?
I mean, obviously once we find out that Michael's okay, we can start planning the future. You've got a huge fight coming up, Kiko Martinez against Josh Warrington. Will be another similar atmosphere to this tonight. It looks like, you know, how the WBA have allowed Leo Santa Cruz to have what he's nearly, I think, 3 years without boxing at 126 pounds. It's ridiculous. Like, you know what? You know what? We'll fight Leo Santa Cruz as well. That's a great fight for Leigh Wood. You know, that's I mean, he's city ground. You know, and the thing is about the Kiko Martinez fight. Kiko Martinez, if he wins, you do the fight at city ground. If Josh Warrington wins, there's an argument whether we go city ground or Ellen Road. But you know what? It's a nice argument to have. It's a nice argument to have. And when he was walking down there to the ring, I said to him, this is just like Carl Froch against Buto, and it was, I said to Carl Froch that night, if he loses tonight, mate, he's going to take everything you got. And I said to Leigh as well, this is just the beginning for you, you just got to believe in yourself and go and win this fight. And, you know, but to do it like that in the 12th round, you know, I mean, I wish that, you know, Michael would have got up and we could have been celebrating like an all game out, but that will come. But it was just the most dramatic fight I've ever seen, and it just shows you two things in boxing. You know, one, never give up, because even though many thought that he was spent, he's still got great power in both hands. And two, never switch it. Like, you know, I thought Michael Conlan was brilliant. I thought he boxed a brilliant fight. Just, you know, the pressure, everything. You know, the knockdown in the 11th wasn't, it doesn't really matter. But just things started to change a little bit. You know, and I have to be honest. You know, I was screaming at him at the start of the fight, saying you must knock him out to win. But I never really see that coming. You know, I would love to have, you know, I dreamed of that coming. But if you ask me honestly, can he do it? You know, I have my doubts, because because he went through so much, and you see fighters lose their power when they've taken some punishment in a fight. That was what was so spectacular about the knockout. He went down to the first round, he was out, got up, he was lucky the bell came, he somehow survived the second and third. But to still carry that power in the 12th round shows you how strong the puncher is, but as well shows you how well conditioned he was. Because you don't get up from knockdowns like that and knock someone out in the 12th round if you haven't done your conditioning well. So well done to Ben and all the guys.
Question from Leigh. Leigh, did you know you needed to knock him out to win?
So it was time, I thought I needed to move, maybe a knockout. I was just in the zone, that's what I say. I was getting everything. Like I said in the build-up, you know, I ain't got a quick one. It was round one, round two, not for 1 second.
Question yes for Brian Lee. Obviously, with the swinging on the 10th round, was there anything you said between the start of the 10th round and pressure on? Michael, when the things you're starting to see it, seems to be a bit halfway through the 10th round. You starting to take over?
Not really. Obviously, I'm a strong finisher.
Need to balance away the body, the whole fight as well. I don't think this fight banging away back in the body, but that was part of we wanted to bang away everything's body to slow down the second half of the fight. He wants to part of the ball very hard in the fight. Some of those shots were ridiculous. And not only did he go into a shelter fight, he fired back, fought back, like one of his half a man. But it did start to take their toll and create moments of division in the parts of the fight.
If we didn't have obviously the potential of obviously Warrington take on a few weeks' time, would the rematch would probably be better to get done?
I don't know, we'll have to see. Like, you know, at the moment, let's just hope it's okay before we start talking about rematches. It was, from an atmosphere perspective, one of the most incredible atmospheres I've ever seen. Irish fans, amazing. Leeds fans, like, the city's been waiting for a fight like that for a long time. And, you know, like 10 years ago, we had Carl Froch against Lucian Buta, and that was one-sided, but it was very, very dramatic, and it felt like, you know, but that was off the chart.
Question for Leigh.
Eddie, you know Nottingham is a fighting city, and you see the atmosphere here tonight. How realistic is City Ground?
So if Leigh Wood fights in Nottingham again, it will only be a city.
Yes.
Because, you know, that's been his dream for a long time. And I promised him, I said, if you win this fight, it's a city ground. Listen, if it's Vegas, or Santa Cruz, or whatever it is, we'll see. But, you know, for a long time, Leigh Wood has been scrimping around, right, for no money in the sport, boxing for no money, on the road, and the last, you know, year or so, he started making money, made a lot of money tonight, and he's going to make a load of money in the next fight, and he's dedicated his whole life to the sport. You see what he went through tonight. You know, he deserves everything he gets from here, and you know, we'll make sure it's a massive fight wherever it is.
Could you sort of your emotions?
Very emotional. I had a few tears actually.
Hold on, mate. You're great, mate.
Amazing, mate. Well done, mate.
Good, Leigh Wood!
Massive heart, mate. You got a massive heart.
You know, my kids say it's hard, but
Leigh.
I spoke at Belfast, you said, I said before about winning the World Title Culture for the came in somewhere. Just like that tonight, it's huge.
Yeah, I knew while I was prepared to go for that fight against Canada, I looked prepared to walk through fight, so nothing could be the same. So I knew, like I said before, if he was given 50, I'd give 59. If 89 recognised it, whatever he was prepared to give back to give him back, to dig deep and then every time for the fight. Okay, good check. Before a couple of fights, he was there to like stay really strong. Even the preparation for this fight, I went through quite a lot. When the fight line, I was going through around. It was a bit early for the preparation, but a bit more time. Yeah, I mean, obviously, don't make sure excuses because I won, but preparation could have been better. The first quarter, I was caught and a few bits and bobs happened, but like any camp, you know, you come across hurdles, just like the fight, you know, my cross adversity. I've been through it in the camp, I've been through it in the fights, and I had that experience in the night, and I don't think Mick Conlan might make the difference.
A lot of the people here tonight, Lee, are the people who've been backing you for years through the tough times because it's in Nottingham. And you've talked about wanting to fight in Nottingham, so what did that mean to have that support, to have all these people here?
I'd say, a small percentage of them would have been at my debut at Clifton Edgerton, a very small percentage of them. Yesterday there's more people in my way than there was my professional debut. They've been fighting there for years, and they went to court when I got beat for the British title. I was devastated. I was literally devastated for weeks. In fact, Jordan Gillespie stayed in the hotel with the night. I've been on suicide watch. No, it's a journey to get to here. I'm prepared to cut over or perform a bit. And there's some massive fights ahead. It's not over yet. I said that before the fight. This is my peak. This is where I finish. Some big fights ahead.
Given the emotion you showed in the press conference, how difficult was it to contain that emotion during the fight and maintain the game plan that then provided you?
The game plan would have made that fight a lot easier. But I struggled because Mick's a very good fighter. He's a two-time Olympian. So skill-wise, it was hard to combine a game like Southwards. I need to work on that a lot. Emotion-wise, I felt like I got it together. I kept with the game plan was right at the time. Ben said, don't choose the header, don't choose the header, and chip away the body. I think that's what the fight in the end over the right.
How did you feel when you saw what happened right at the end?
Devastated. The first time he's alright. I heard he's looking, he's talking, so I like to see him, make sure he's alright, because it's hard to celebrate when you finish like that.
Then, going into that 12th round after the knockdowns, did your advice to Leigh change based on what you've been asking to do in that last round?
Yeah, I think it was getting into the 11th. I looked at him and he said, what you got? And he said, need a knockout. And I said, leader. I knew that, listen, Mick's a tough game lad, and I knew that he was going to come out and fight for his life and let James go early because he wanted that title. And it wasn't, we didn't really know. It wasn't clear cut, especially with the knockdown in the 11th. We were ahead, so I knew he was going to come out and let James go. I said, Leigh, punch with him, time him. When you get into a clinch, walk him back to the ropes. Once you get there, occupy him up top, back downstairs, and then switch your attack up top, and eventually down the shot. But listen, game plans, this, that, and the other. Yes, fantastic, brilliant job, both sides. But wow, right, what both guys gave, showed. Do you know what stands out for me more than anything? Not once did either of them look like. Once did either of them quit and even cross their minds, either of them. In a fight like that, not once.
It was as the fight went on, past 7, 8, it was the closing 30 seconds of every round. They were just trading up in the middle of the ring, and it was just like, and I was thinking with the body shots leaving there, I was thinking, surely
It's going to take his time.
yeah. And it was actually one round, I think it was the 8th or 9th. He started to look tired, but then in the next round, you looked like you'd done your things in the round before, and I thought, oh no, he hasn't got enough left,
Smart. I think throughout the fight, he probably got like 8 body shots, took the wind out, and I looked at him. It is calm so far. Like, I'm still standing, but it does take his time. I can't handle it. So man was so tough. The other day, anti-gloves.
Guys, couple more.
Is it hard for you, like Eddie's question is just to enjoy the win when Michael's
Yeah, just want to talk to him first, see if he's alright. Yeah, he is alright.
Eddie, Michael fell right in front of you and you were next to his family. You looked very ugly when it happened.
Yeah.
Seems like that might be for the sport.
Seems like that just part of the sport, unfortunately. It's not that they're not good for the sport. Everyone knows. Everyone's been around boxing for years and years. Seen it. I've seen terrible things happen in that same seat. And it's hard because I was sitting there. Jamie Conlan was on my left. His dad was on his left, and the whole fight we were back and forwards. And he was goading me, and I was goading him, and in the 11th I said, I think we got in here, and no one likes to see the fight end like that, and he was unconscious standing up. He got hit by the right hand, but he was out, and sagged through the ropes. The guys caught him on the way down, and you know the fight was over before he left the ring. But obviously he weren't ready. They were brilliant. He wanted, eventually he wanted to get up. To be fair to him, he wanted to take, but they wanted to make sure they could administer oxygen.
They didn't catch him in this round.
No, not. I mean, he was out on coming through the ropes, and they caught him on the way down. Whether he bumped his back or I don't believe that he had a significant fall on the way down. I think he was hopefully more cushioned, but he was. I haven't seen the replay because we're not airing it till we find that he's. I'm sure some people are, but from the pictures I've seen, you can see he's out, standing up. Leigh turned and celebrated. And I think Steve Gray was stopping the fight, but when he went through the ropes, he knew how many seconds he had to get back in the ring, which he was. He could have had 20 minutes, I think he won. So I just hope he's okay.
I just want to ask your thoughts on Larry Collins.
Great performance, you know, no one really does that to Miguel Vasquez, and for a lot of these guys, even Aguilar as well, it's a crazy experience for him. I mean, even Leigh's never boxed on a stage like that before. You know, he won the world title in our backyard. You know, he's boxed on some big shows. That's true. I said to him back there before he went through, I said, come do, you know, I said, this is your time. I said, but punch the ball, soak it up there. And you really did. You was up there for about 5 minutes before he decided to walk. You know, but that's part and parcel. This is what he's truly got his whole life. You know, like he said, when he was in Hull, got stopped by Gary McDonald. You honestly think he'd be headlined at Nottingham Arena in front of 9,000 and defend his world title? No chance. It's a Cinderella story. So, guys, on that note, we need to get out of here, right?